I went out this morning, and my humidor is in pitiful shape. I have not much left, but I found one.
In the humidor?
I found one in my humidor. Went out on my patio. I found a Man of War, and I look back. I have never. I did actually just a month and a half ago. I talked about the Man of War Abomination, but I've never talked about the standard Man of War.
Just the regular Man of War cigar. Yep.
The core line Man of War. Mm-hmm. And I thought, you know what, this is a good one to do. This is a 5x50 Robusto, Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Nicaraguan binder and filler. The appearance on this thing, rustic, old leather, veiny, oily, inconsistent firmness, somewhat lumpy, and the badass Man of War band. Because that band looks awesome,
yes,
right?
It does. With the
helmet
shield helmet, yeah.
So, like, after all that being said, like, it's actually not an unpleasant cigar to look at, but it's got a lot of things going on.
Yeah, for sure.
The pre-light sniff on this, I got Barnyard. Get this. Are you ready for this one?
Mm-hmm, go for it.
I might have jumped the shark on this one, but I got Barnyard, Vintage Bookstore. I'm waiting for that to sink in.
I'm loving it. I'm loving everything about
Vintage Bookstore, coffee, and mocha at the foot. Come on, there is a very specific, like,
oh yes,
nose
you
to
know
a vintage
exactly
bookstore.
What you're
you know exactly
about.
what I'm talking about. So I don't know why that popped in my head, but that's what it smelled like to me.
So it's what are the things again? What? Vintage Bookstore and what? Because I totally
Barnyard, Vintage
Bookstore,
coffee, and mocha at the foot.
And mocha, okay.
So yeah, kind of a rustic nose to it as well, if you will.
Sounds
the
that
pre-light
way.
draw. I used a clip, and the cap cracked on it.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
It peeled right off. It actually smoked just fine. I'm going to go ahead and give that one right away.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little what do you call it? A little tattered at the end where I was smoking it, but that didn't really affect the smoke much. So I actually didn't even take that into consideration with the thing, because I've had many of these before and the cap hasn't cracked. So it could have been that I dropped it or something like that. But the effortless draw, rich coffee, creamy sweetness, leather, Vintage Bookstore again, and earth. The initial light on this, Nicaraguan Pepper Blast.
Ba-dum, ba-dum.
And boy, does it, Nicaraguan Pepper Blast.
Well, I'm not surprised since it's Man of War.
Right. Also, just so you know, this was created by none other than A.J.
Fernandez. Yeah.
So you kind of expect...
This isn't one of his more subtle blends, though.
No. It comes in at a very medium.
Yeah.
But that Pepper Blast at the beginning would belie that. I mean, it's big. Like, you would think you're right into a full flavored cigar, but it comes in at a medium once you get into it. Once the NPB, the Nicaraguan Pepper Blast, once the NPB settles, a host of flavors appear, including coffee, mocha, nuttiness. I decided to change Vintage Bookstore to Dusty Tome.
Okay.
So
I can go with that.
because it just sounds cooler, right?
Yes.
So I got coffee, mocha, nuttiness, dusty tome, leather, and an overall sweetness to balance the pepper. Leather and a slight leather leaves a slight tingle on the lip. The leathery wrapper leaves a slight tingle on the lip. Sorry, I can't read my own notes here. The retrohale is peppery and woody and sweet. Solid ash, good burn. The second third of the cigar. Loads of dense smoke with every puff. Pepper is consistent. However, the sweetness and nuttiness shine through here with supportive notes of leather, dusty tome, earth, coffee. I need like some reverb on my voice every time I say dusty tome. Earth, coffee, mocha, and a touch of cayenne in the back of the palate. Retrohale is woody and sweet with pepper. Solid ash, good burn. Going into the last third of the cigar, rich leathery sweetness backed by spicy pepper and earth. Mocha and sweet coffee round out the flavor profile. And I didn't say anything about Dusty Tome here. It kind of went away. And it's not a bad flavor. It's just, just I don't know why the Vintage Bookstore / Dusty Tome really stuck in my palate there.
It's a thing, though.
Mocha and sweet coffee round out the flavor profile. Retrohale is wood and sweet with pepper. Solid ash, good burn. Complex and rich blend by A.J. Fernandez. You ready for this?
Yeah, lay it on me.
At $8-ish, if you're going to buy a stick,
right.
Usually at a store, or if you buy a single online.
Tell me about how was it medium full? Was it all the way full?
It was
Tell me that
medium.
again. It was medium.
It started off with a big, full
Yeah.
Nicaraguan pepper blast, and then just backed off to medium.
Okay.
But it's a real good medium. It's a spicy medium too. So if you like medium cigars,
do
but
like
not a lot of
spicy, yeah.
spice, then you might not like this. But this is very spicy and quite good. Sweet and spicy too. You know, sweet to balance it. The
So $8.
so at $8, the price to quality, I give it a solid 5. I mean,
Yeah.
it's as good as AJ makes. You know,
That's great.
I didn't spend $5 or
great.
$8 on it.
Yeah, but that's one of the things though. This was one of his earlier blends,
Uh-huh.
and
Been
I
around
feel
forever.
like he's only gotten better and better as he's blended. So to go back to this and feel like it stands up to
It totally stands
his other
up.
things at $8, that's really
It
saying
totally
something
stands
awesome.
up, and I didn't pay $8 for it.
Right.
I on Cigar Bid,
Yeah.
one of those things. I got a bundle of them. Mm-hmm. It cost $2.70 a stick.
Mm. So if you could get it at that price, what price to quality
I
would you
gave
give
it an 8.
Yeah,
At
sure.
$2.70 a stick
Yeah.
for a cigar that
Yeah.
good, man. And even at an 8, if I was going to knock it off for the cap coming off, I could only knock it down by like a 0.5.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but I mean, no, at $2.70 a stick, that
Nice.
gets an 8. That's a badass cigar for that much.